persistence is very important. You should not give up unless you are forced to give up. When something is important enough, you do it even if the odds are not in your favor. Starting a business is not for everyone. Starting a business, I'd say, number one is have a high pain threshold. If you're trying to create a company, it's like baking a cake. You have to have all the ingredients in the right proportion. I think it is possible for ordinary people to choose to be extraordinary. You want to have a future where you're expecting things to be better, not one where you're expecting things to be worse. I do think there is a lot of potential if you have a compelling product and people are willing to pay a premium for that. It's okay to have your eggs in one basket as long as you control what happens to that basket. Don't be afraid of new arenas. I don't create companies for the sake of creating companies, but to get things done. I think it's very important to have a feedback loop where you're constantly thinking about what you've done and how you could be doing it better. People work better when they know what the goal is and why. It is important that people look forward to coming to work in the morning and enjoy working. My biggest mistake is probably weighing too much on someone's talent and not someone's personality. I think it matters whether someone has a good heart. You shouldn't do things differently just because they're different. They need to be better. It is possible for ordinary people to choose to be extraordinary. I think that's the single best piece of advice. Constantly think about how you could be doing things better and questioning yourself. It's very important to like the people you work with, otherwise life and your job is gonna be quite miserable. I don't believe in process. In fact, when I interview a potential employee and he or she says that it's all about the process, I see that as a bad sign. The problem is that at a lot of big companies, process becomes a substitute for thinking. You're encouraged to behave like a little gear in a complex machine. Frankly, it allows you to keep people who aren't that smart, who aren't that creative. Work like hell. I mean, you just have to put in 80 to 100-hour weeks every week. This improves the odds of success.